عدنا إليكم أعزائي طلبة وطالبات دبلوم التعليم العام في هذا الدرس، وتحديدا في درس مادة اللغة الإنجليزية. ومعنا الأستاذة فاطمة بنت عبد الله البريكية، معلمة لغة إنجليزية. أهلا وسهلا بك أستاذة فاطمة.
أهلا وسهلا أستاذي.
أستاذة فاطمة، كما ذكرت قبل أن نظهر على الهواء بأن اليوم إن شاء الله ستركز على الرايتنج، كون أن الطلبة كانوا يطالبون بالرايتنج وكتابة الباراجرافات.
أيوة، اليوم إن شاء الله we are going to focus on this type of writing which is informative writing. I think that maybe some of the students they didn't have enough practice because they left the school quickly.
في العموم أستاذة فاطمة، يعني أيهما أكثر صعوبة بالنسبة للطلبة، الرايتنج أم الريدنج أم الليسننج أم السبيكينج؟ من وجهة نظرك يعني وخبرتك وأمتى تفاوتي الأمر؟
يعني أتكلم باللغة العربية ولا باللغة الإنجليزية؟
لا، نتحدث بالعربي وبعد ذلك عندما تبدأ في الشرح.
المهارة التي يستصعبها الطالب يعني تعتمد على الطالب بالنفس. يعني أحيانا نلاحظ أن في المدرسة يعني في الفصول الدراسية عندنا طالبات يتحدثن بطلاقة، لكن لما نشوف الرايتنج مالهم نحس أن عندهم بعض الأخطاء في الكتابة. الحين هذه الطالبات مجرد أن المعلمة تجلس معهم تعطيهم إرشادات وتوجيهات تحاول أنها تحسن الكتابة معهم، يتطور مستواهم بشكل سريع. بالنسبة للاختبار النهائي الطلاب يواجهون صعوبة في الليسننج أكثر شيء، والسبب لهذا الموضوع أن في الحصص الدراسية ما في كثير تركيز على الليسننج، بسبب أن المحتوى أو المنهج يحتوي على عدة أشياء المعلم لازم يغطيها. في الوحدة الواحدة ممكن نحصل أنشطة ليسننج يعني مبعثرة في الدروس. الإشكالية في الليسننج أن بعض الطلاب للأسف ما يتدربوا عليه في المنزل بشكل كافي، يعني سواء اللي هي البرامج اللي تتحدث باللغة الإنجليزية أو حتى تنزيل الاختبارات من زاويتي والاستماع إليها وحلها. فالطلاب دائما إشكاليتهم في الليسننج، يحسون أن الليسننج هو الأصعب شيء في الحل. بالنسبة للجرامر والفوكاب الطلاب يعطون الفوكاب أهمية كبيرة يعني، ويحسون أنه مجرد أنه ما يعرف يجاوب على كلمة واحدة خلاص فقد الاختبار كامل والسؤال. لكن لما نجي نشوف تقسيمة الدرجات للجرامر والفوكاب كتقسيم الدرجات في الاختبار النهائي ما عليها درجات كثيرة مثل الرايتنج مثل الريدنج مثل الليسننج. فهو الطالب كيف يتعامل مع الموضوع أصلا ويتفاوت من طالب إلى آخر،
وكيف يتعامل أيضا مع المهارات الأربعة وهي كمهارات متكاملة.
أيوة، متكاملة ومكملة لبعضها البعض.
إذا اليوم الكتابة وتحديدا الرايتنج، فالكلمة والصورة لك أستاذ الكريم.
Okay. Now, first of all, today, as I told you, we are going to focus on informative writing. If you just look here, this is the informative writing. Okay. So let's start, and I think that we have got smart students who are following us. Before I go to the writing, actually I brought this one here, and this is the document we got from the assessment department from the Ministry of Education. And as you can see, we have here in semester number 2 the skills that we have in the final exam and how are they going to be covered as well. So here we have the listening, here we have vocabulary, we have here grammar, okay, and here we have a question which has grammar and vocabulary. Here we have the reading, and here we have the writing, which is this one, okay. So all of you please look here and focus with me. This one here we are going to talk about today, which is the writing. When we go to the writing, as you can see here from the document that we got from the ministry actually at the beginning of this year, the writing question, which is the informative text, it could be in form of a topic, or it could be in form of a title, or it could be in form of a question. Okay, so let's agree on this from the beginning so that everybody knows the type of the question that is going to be in the informative writing. And as I told you, this we got it from the ministry. Okay, now let's see what does this mean and what does each type of these three mean. Let's come here. What is informative writing? Okay, informative writing is actually a type of writing in which you write an essay where you give information or facts about certain topic or statement or question. Okay, so here we have keywords. You are going to write an essay, okay, and some of you even you call it article, in which you are going to give information. So you are going to provide information, or you are going to give information. Now this information you are going to provide, or the facts you are going to provide, they are talking about certain topic, certain statement, and certain question. And this is what we got from the ministry document, which is this one. Because as you know, many topics are there for writings or for informative writing. It comes actually in more than one version, more than one type or shape. But here when we go, it's going to be about a topic, title or topic or question, whether it relates to factual information or personal or general question. So put this thing in your mind. We are going to have a title, topic, question, whether it relates to factual information, either this factual information personal, where you have to talk about yourself, give information about yourself, or whether it talks about something which is general. And general, will you talk, for example, about Oman, about tourism, about education. So here you are providing information or facts about something which is general. So whether it is general or personal. And I want you all to focus on this, okay? All of you. Let's see now. As I told you, this is from the exam specification we got from the ministry. So put this thing in your mind. Now let's come here. How does the question look like? How is it going to be in the exam? Because I told you it may be a title, a topic, or a question. So let's start from the beginning. The title could be like Healthy Eating Habits. This is a title. They ask you in the final exam, write about healthy eating habits. And here you are going to provide information, and this information is general about this topic, okay? Not about yourself, this one here. Or we may have a topic like, for example, media in Oman. So this is another question. You may have it in the final exam. Write about media in Oman. Or you may have a question like this one. And here the question could be general, or even it could be personal. Let's look at the general question. For example, we have this one here. How have eating habits in Oman changed in recent years? So if we look at the words that we have here, we are going to write about eating habits in Oman. Okay, this one, in recent years. Okay, we have here in recent years, and eating habits in Oman. So this is what here, a question, and this question here is what? Is general. You are going to write about Oman, okay? Or another general question might be, is the typical diet in Oman healthy? The last one, what are the potential hazards at home? So here, in these three questions, you are going to provide information, or you are going to provide facts, and these are what? General. You are not talking about yourself here, okay? You are not talking about something personal, which is related to you directly, okay? The other question might be personal, such as what? Do you think your personal eating habits are healthy? For sure, you are not going to say yes or no, and then you are going to end the question. You are going to write here, okay? You are going to write about your personal habits, and then you are going to provide information or facts that tells if your habits are healthy or not healthy. Got it? So these are the type of questions you are going to have in the informative writing, whether you are going to have a title, whether you are going to have a topic, or whether you are going to have a question, okay? And question could be about something general, or it could be about something personal. And all of you who are watching me, please focus on this, whether it is general or whether it is personal, the question, okay? And this is from the document from the ministry. let's summarize here quickly the idea of informative writing. What is informative writing? Now, according to the letters here, for sure I'm going to go in details in a while. Let's see. I include an opening paragraph that tells the topic. So you need here what? Introduction. And the introduction is going to be in one paragraph. Then name facts in the body of your article. You are going to include the article or the essay with facts, because here you are going to give facts about a certain topic. Then follow the facts with supporting details. So there should be supporting details that support the facts you are going to write about, or you are going to mention, or you are going to inform here in the article or in the essay. Organize your writing with transition words. So you need here transition words, you need linking words, you need conjunctions to make your writing look coherent and organized as well. Then refer to the topic and include key vocabulary. So the key vocabulary you are going to use in the writing should be related to the topic you are going to write about. It is illogical to write about a certain topic and then to mention certain vocabulary that are far away from your topic. Make a closing paragraph related to your topic. So here you need what? Conclusion. So we got from this that you need introduction, then you need the body, then you need the conclusion. And here we have inform, and this is for informative writing. So I'm trying to put you now in the mood. Let's look at the layout of the writing. How is it going to look like? You are going to have here the introduction, and the introduction should have the thesis statement that you are going to write about, or the topic sentence should be there as well. Then you should have here the facts. Now the number of facts or the number of information or the number of ideas you put in the writing depends on you. But if you ask me, I will tell you that there should be at least 3 facts, okay? If you want to add the 4th one, it's up to you, it's okay. But there should be at least 3 facts, and then you have the closing sentence or the conclusion, okay? So this is just like a mini type. So we have here introduction, then here we have the body, and in the body you write about the first fact or the idea that you provide here or the information. Then you write about the second one, and here you write about the third one, okay? And if you have 4, you can write 4. But remember, according to the specification that we got from the ministry, the number of words should not be at least, if you just look here, at least 100 words, okay? And don't say that you are going to count the number of words in the final exam. So this is the general idea of it, okay? Now let's move to the second one. Let's go next. Then you should have here conclusion, okay? As you always ask me, students, that you want the idea to be clearer to you. So let's look here. We talk here about the introduction of the topic, and then we talk here about the body itself. And in the body, now this should be one paragraph, as you can see here. And then we have here the body. When we talk about the body, what is inside the body of the writing or the essay? The body now is separated into 3 main paragraphs. In the first paragraph, you write about the first fact or the first idea or the first information, okay? In the second one, you write about the second fact or the second idea or the second information that you have here. In the third paragraph, you write about the third fact, the third idea or the third information. So here you have 3 separate paragraphs. So you write the introduction, then you leave a line, then you start with the body. What is in the body? In the body we have 3 separate paragraphs. Teacher, can I write only 2? Yes, you can write 2 paragraphs here. It depends on you. But make sure that you are providing enough and sufficient information related to the topic itself, okay? teacher, can I count the word like 1, 2, 3 till I reach 100? It is not done in this way in the final exam. My sweet students, you have to answer the question fully. When you reach the point where you answer the question fully, it means that you have answered the writing question very well. So here we have the first idea, here we have the second idea, and here we have the third idea or the third fact, because here we are providing facts, okay? I'm writing the word idea here because I want it to be clear to you so you can see the one here, okay? It is close, more close to you. Then you are going to write the conclusion, which is here, okay? What should we have in each one of them? When we talk here to the introduction, actually, you are going to have like 3 sentences that are general, or 2 sentences that are general about the topic. And then you are going to end the introduction with the thesis statement, okay, that tells the reader what is the topic you are writing about, okay? So you are going to have here like 2 or 3 sentences that are general. Then you are going to go to the end of the introduction where you specify what is the topic that you are going to write. You indicate it here in the introduction, okay? And as I told you here, then we have here the body. When we come here to the conclusion, what should you do? You are going to summarize everything that you have written here, okay? You are going to remind the reader of what has been for example, what has the reader been informed in your writing, because you are informing them of some things or certain information, okay? So this is generally, and don't worry, now we are going to have some examples and see how they, for example, what is inside and what sentences we have there. So look at the layout. Introduction, leave a line, then write about the first fact, then leave a line. This should be in one paragraph. Then here we have paragraph number 2. If you have 3 facts, you can write paragraph number 3. If you don't have, you can move on to the conclusion, okay, or to the end of the article or the writing. How can I start writing informative writing? Because you know that informative writing has more than one type. But the type that we have here in the final exam this year is going to be a topic or a question or a title. So you don't have any other things to rely on other than the title or the statement or the question. You don't have here pictures that you are going to use. You don't have here books with information. So from where you are going to bring the ideas that are these one here in the body? What is the thing that is going to help you to write the facts or the ideas? Actually, brainstorming. And we can say brainstorming, or even we can say mind map. So the mind map or the brainstorming is a very effective and sufficient way that is going to help you to go on. It is very efficient actually and very effective, because once you write the topic here in the middle, you will be able to think clearly and widely, and then you can bring related ideas to this one. So I'm going to practice this topic with you now. Let's see. Healthy eating habits. What are the things that you are going to have here related to healthy eating habits? So here we have keywords. Eating habits means something you do as routine, daily, every day, and something which is healthy. You want something which is positive, which is good, which contributes to your health in a very positive way and can save your life at the end, okay? Because when we talk about health, you want to be in a very strong condition, okay? Let's see. I can talk here about healthy eating habits. I can talk about I can talk actually about number of meals. To be healthy, How many meals should I have? Now, when we go to nutrition specialists, they always advise people to have 5 meals a day. 3 main meals like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and 2 snacks. So the number of meals actually contribute to my healthy eating habits, and very well. And here I'm not going talking about myself, I'm going to provide information in general about healthy eating habits, okay? Then, what else can help people to have healthy eating habits? Actually, drinking enough water. Drinking enough water can even help people to have healthy eating habits. What else can come to your mind related to this topic? I'm sure that you are sitting at home and you are trying to brainstorm more ideas related to the topic. And we always trust the students that they can bring up even new things that sometimes the teacher has not thought of or about. Okay? So we can talk about number of meals, drinking enough water. We can talk about the type of food. What is the type of food that you are eating? Is your food full with vitamins, proteins, and healthy things? Or are you selecting food that has sugar and fat and all these negative things? If you eat them excessively, I mean, okay? So this is again another thing that help you to have healthy eating habits, okay? So we can think about number of meals, drinking enough water, type of food that we are selecting, and many other things actually can contribute to healthy eating habits. Let's see the ready one I have made here, and this is more organized. So here we have type of food can contribute to my healthy eating habits like fruit, vegetables, less sugar or fat, or eating slowly. If we eat slowly, actually, if people eat slowly, this is going to contribute to their healthy eating habit in a very positive way, rather than eating fast. Having 3 main meals and 2 snacks. And the meal, here we mean like breakfast is a meal, lunch is a meal, dinner is a meal. So here what we have, 3 main meals and 2 snacks within a day. Also here we have drinking sufficient amount of water. When we talk about sufficient, we are talking about enough. Okay, that is going to be enough for your body. Amount of water such as 8 glasses of water a day. Okay, so now I have here 4 facts, or I have here 4 ideas that I have brainstormed, okay, or thought of. And these 4 ideas actually, or facts, they are related to the topic I have here, which is healthy eating habits. Okay, so these 4 ideas actually are going to be the body of my writing, which is here. I'm going to write them here, okay? Should I take them 4? It depends on you. Should I take just 3? It depends on you. Can I, teacher, can I link 2 ideas together and make them 3? It depends on you. The way you want to shape or select from the ideas that you have brainstormed, it depends at the end on you as a student. And how do you see your article or essay? Let's see. Now we are going to look at this topic, healthy eating habits, and we are going to look at the introduction about this topic. Let's see how can we write the introduction. Now in the introduction, I should have the thesis statement, okay? And this is what it means. The thing which is related to my topic. The statement that I make it clear for the reader what I'm going to write about here. As I told you in the introduction, we should have from 2 to 3 general sentences, and then you end your introduction with what? With the thesis statement. So let's look here and see them. I separated them into paragraphs so that you can see clearly what should we have in each paragraph. So now we are talking about the introduction, and the introduction is about this topic, healthy eating habits. Okay? Yalla, let's see it together. I started the introduction with a two general sentences like, nowadays people aim to be healthy. So here we are talking about what? A general sentence is about health. Okay? Nowadays people aim to be healthy. Also, being healthy can help people to live a long and comfortable life. So I go here now narrow to the topic. There was a wide sentence, a general sentence about my topic, which is nowadays people aim to be healthy. So here general sentence about health and being healthy. Then why people need to be healthy? Being healthy can help people to live a long and comfortable life. Okay? So having healthy eating habits is very important in our life. So here I go narrower to my topic. Okay? Started like wide, and then I go to my topic directly. So having healthy eating habits is very important in our life. Then this is the thesis statement, the focus of the introduction, because the reader is going to read the general sentences till you come here and write exactly what are you going to write about in this paragraph. This essay gives some vital information of healthy eating habits. So here you have, this is the thesis statement of your writing, which is what? This essay gives some vital information of healthy eating habits. And you can do this for any other topic, like for example, this essay gives some information about media in Oman. For example, this essay gives some vital information, for example, about being healthy. Whatever you want to write here. And I selected this topic. The topics I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, actually they are related to the topics we have in the book. Okay? Intentionally I do this because I want you to feel that the writing questions, they come from the book, and the topics even, they come from the book, and they are related to the book and the things that you are studying in the school. Then, so I started my introduction. This is the introduction, and I ended the introduction with my thesis statement. Okay, some of you call it the topic sentence. Okay, I'm not here to explain this one. Let's go now to the body. I told you that in the body I'm going to write the things. What should I have in the body? 3 ideas or facts related to the topic in 3 separate paragraphs. So in the body you are going to have 3 ideas or facts related to the topic in 3 separate paragraphs. So are going to have them with supporting details. Okay? What does this mean? I have already brainstormed here the things of the body. Okay, so these are the ideas or the facts of the body. I'm not going to write them alone, because if I write this alone, it's going to be 1 sentence in 1 paragraph. And the paragraph doesn't have 1 sentence. It has more than actually 2 sentences or 3 sentences or 4 sentences at least. Okay? So you are going to have here supporting details. What are supporting details? Supporting details means this. What are you going to have here? You are going to have like examples or other facts that support the idea or the fact or the main idea that you have, because we have main idea, then we have supporting details. And the supporting details, actually, it's like where you provide examples, where you talk about facts related to people life, or sometimes where you provide some statistics or some information that the scientists have said, or researchers have said, or doctors said, whatever. Okay, so this is what we mean here by the supporting details. So we should put this here in our mind. Now let's go to 3 separate paragraphs. Now we are having the first paragraph of the body. This is the first paragraph of the body. Let's look here at the first paragraph of the body. The first point of having healthy eating habit is to have 5 meals a day, including the main meal with snacks. So here, this is the main sentence of this paragraph, or the main idea. I wrote it here in red. The first point of having healthy eating habits. So now here I'm talking about my topic. I mentioned the topic here again. And then I write the idea. What is the idea? Is to have 5 meals a day. So I brought the idea from the mind map I put earlier. Including the main meal. So what do I mean by 5 meals? Including the main meals with the snacks. Okay? For example, so this is the supporting detail. This is supporting detail. I'm trying to support my main idea with some details, with some things. Let's see. For example, people should eat breakfast at 8, then they should eat snack at 11. Also, they should eat their lunch at 2 p.m. and then at 5 they can eat their second snack, ending with their dinner at 8 p.m. or 7 p.m., whatever you want to put it here. Okay? So now I have put my first idea with supporting detail that support my main idea and make it more factual. Let's look here. So the first point of having healthy eating habit is to have 5 meals a day, and then I bring example. I try to explain. Sometimes when you try to give the supporting detail, you give an explanation for the thing that you have written in the main idea. What have you written here in the main idea? You try to explain it, whether by examples or whether by giving an explanation, so that the reader, when they read your writing, it's more clear to them. Okay, so this is the first idea. This is the first paragraph in the body. So we started with the introduction, and this is the first paragraph of the body. Let's go now to the second one. Second paragraph. The second point of having healthy eating habit is to drink enough amount of water a day. Okay? So I wrote here about the second point of having healthy eating habit is what? To drink enough amount of water a day. So in one day you should drink sufficient or enough amount of water. For instance, doctors, I put here slash, whether you write doctors or if you have the word in your mind, a nutrition specialist, you can write it. Okay? So whether you write doctors or whether you write a nutrition specialist. Doctors or a nutrition specialist always advise people to drink 8 glasses of water a day. So here I bring something related to doctors. What do doctors say? I'm trying to support my idea here. Okay? I'm trying to give fact, and this is a fact. Nutrition specialists or doctors, when you go to the hospital, they advise you that how much water do you drink in a day. And when you say like, just I'm drinking 2 glasses a day, they say, no, this is not enough. This is not healthy. So at least you should have 8 glasses of water a day. Okay? Then, in fact, this will help them to be more healthy and strong. So I'm trying to support my idea again. So it is very important to drink enough water each day to have healthy eating habits. So now here I'm trying to close this paragraph in this way. So here what do we have? The second idea or the second point or the second fact. I wrote it here with supporting details, and the details I bring here from what doctors say. And how does this contribute to people's body? It's going to make their body very strong, okay? And even they will be more comfortable. Let's now go to the third point or the last point. Because this is the last point of the body, I wrote here last point. If you have like 4 paragraphs in the body, you are going to write third point, and then you are going to write for the last one the last point. But in my essay, I made it like 3 only paragraphs for the body. The last point of having healthy eating habit is to select healthy types of food. Whether you write here select or whether you write choose, they are the same. Choose and select, they are the same, okay? So, is to select healthy types of food. For example, so here I bring example. What do I mean by healthy types of food? Each meal should have certain healthy elements such as vegetables, fruit, and proteins. Also, reducing the amount of sugar and fat is important to avoid some diseases such as diabetes, and have healthy eating habits as well. So here I bring the example and I name some types of healthy elements of the food elements, and then I said that people need to reduce, and when I talk about reduce, to make something less, not to eliminate this, not to delete it from your day, no, because sugar is important even for people, but we try to reduce it, to eat less amount of sugar and fat, okay? Why? And here I bring again some information related to health and diseases, to avoid some diseases such as diabetes, and we talked about it actually in the previous episodes, name of disease, which is related to high blood sugar, and to have healthy eating habits as well. Then, when we go to the conclusion, whether you write for the conclusion in conclusion, or you can write in short, and this depends on you. If you feel that you can write the word conclusion correctly without spelling mistakes, go for it. If you feel that you are going to write it with some mistakes, then write in short, okay? Having healthy eating habits is very important for people because it helps them to live long and to have comfortable life. So I'm saying the same information I have said here in the introduction, which is long and comfortable life. So I'm trying to summarize them again here in the conclusion. Having healthy eating habits is very important for people because it helps them to live long and to have a comfortable life. Eating 5 meals a day, drinking enough water, and selecting healthy types of food can all help people to have healthy eating habits. So I summarized the 3 facts I have mentioned in the body, okay? So this is the writing of the essay or informative writing. If we look at it, it's going to be this way, but this is it is the same like this, okay? It's the same like what I have showed you here or shown you here. This is the introduction, this is the first body, this is the first paragraph in the body, this is the second paragraph in the body, then this is the third paragraph in the body, and finally we have the conclusion. So see how it does it, how it looks like. So this is the idea of having the informative writing. Now we started from the layout, then we went to the type, the paragraph or the different or the separate paragraph. Now let's focus on it more. How? As you can see, the paragraph should have some linking words, and I have put them. I will start from the beginning to show you what conjunction, what linking words I have put here. Know if this one, yeah. So if we just look here at this one, we have here the word also. Also is a linking word, okay? You use the word also here as conjunction. You want to join two sentences or two ideas together. We also have the word so, okay? So this is again what? Some of the linking words or conjunction you are going to write in the, for example, in your writing. And we have other words. Let's see for the first, body, okay? The first point of having healthy is including the male, for example. So again here we have what? Some, another word, okay? Then I'm trying here to organize the ideas. Then we have here the word also again, okay? Then, okay? So here what should I have? I'm trying to make my sentences connected to each other. I'm trying to make my writing more organized and coherent as well. Then I wrote this phrase, the second point of, then I write the topic, okay? And then here what do we have? Other thing, in fact, okay? And here I have so. Here I have for instance, for example, for instance, okay? Moreover, furthermore. Then we go to the last point of, okay? Then here, for example, and I'm trying to give example, and here I have the word also. So I'm trying to join my sentences or link them together, okay? Let's see, here I have and. Here I have to link two sentences together. Let's see here this one. We can say in short or in conclusion, and you can actually summarize the conclusion the way you feel. You can summarize the ideas or the whole essay in a very excellent way. Then here we also have the word because, and we use here because to what? Gives reason, okay? And here we have, okay, some words, the word here we have also and. So when we have these words in the paragraph or in the writing, it's going to make my writing more connected to each other and especially the ideas. And I have them again, like for example, also, then, for instance, in fact. So this is the same, but here I want to show you such as, and, in short, because, and. I want you to look at it. This is the way your writing is going to be, okay? And these sentences, these paragraphs are the same like this one. Now let's move to how can I write the sentences and how can I write informative writing. Now we look at the layout, we look at the type of sentences we have here, and even we look at something else, which is what? The linking words. Now let's look at something which is so important in writing, informative writing. What is it? The verb. What verb, what structure I'm going to use for informative writing? Okay? For informative writing, actually, for any general type of writing, you have sentences that have subject, verb, object. How does the verb look like in informative writing? The verb in informative writing looks like in this way. It should be a present verb. Whether you write present simple, whether you write present perfect, it should be present. Why? Because you are providing here information and you are giving facts. And when you give fact, actually you give the fact in a present verb, okay? Unless, and focus here, unless the question asks you to give information about something related to the past or the future, If in the question they ask you to write about something related to the past or related to the future, they ask you to provide information about something related to the future or something related to the past, this case only you can write past or future verb. Other than this, informative writing should be in a present verb. Okay?
هل ممكن ناخذ اتصال؟
Okay.
طيب ناخذ هذا الاتصال معنا على الخط مآثر. السلام عليكم. أهلا وسهلا بك يا مآثر.
أيوة.
حياك الله يا مآثر، متابعة لدرس اللغة الإنجليزية.
أيوة. السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. تفضلي يا مآثر، تفضلي بسؤالك الأستاذة فاطمة تستمع إليك، تفضلي.
السلام عليكم. مآثر.
وعليكم السلام.
How are you?
ماشي يا
مآثر, I think that you are listening to us via the TV. You can. Yes, Ma'athar, what is your question, my dear?
Are there other ways to collect ideas and give them easy in the final test other than the mind map?
The mind map actually is the easiest way of trying to find information related to the topic, Ma'athar. It is the easiest way of trying to get idea. You can write the ideas like 1, 2, 3, like this, okay, on side of the paper, and then when you go to the writing, you can look at them and try to write them down in the writing itself. The idea of the mind map is not about drawing here. You are not going to draw for sure. You are going to try to bring some ideas related to the topic. Okay? So you will put the topic in front of your eyes, and then you will try to get some facts related to the topic or some information related to the topic. Hi, Ma'athar. Are you following?
Okay.
متابعة.
Thank you, teacher.
Welcome, my dear.
شكرا يا مآثر. ومن مآثر إلى أحمد. أحمد مرحبا بك. السلام عليكم يا أحمد. أهلا وسهلا يا أحمد. أحمد معنا على الخط؟
نعم.
تفضل يا أحمد، أستاذة فاطمة تستمع إلى سؤالك، تفضل.
Yes, Ahmed, what is your question? Ahmed? Good morning. Good afternoon. Yes, Ahmed, good evening. Ahmed, are you following here?
يبدو أن فقدنا الاتصال بأحمد. نواصل أستاذ الكريم.
Okay. Now let's go to the verbs back. The verbs that we have here should be what? Present. So you write to describe certain, because why they should be present? Because here you are writing to describe or to give information or to give facts. And we know that we give facts in what? In a present simple. How does the sentence in a present simple look like? Okay, we have subject, we have verb, we have what? Object. And this is just a reminder. Let's look at the subject. If the subject is he or she or it, one of these, actually one subject, not two subjects, only one subject. Then we have verb, and the verb should be attached with what? S. And then we have what? The object. Like, for example, whether I write Amal or whether I write she, not two subjects together. It is not like Amal, she, no. Amal or she. Amal sleeps 7 hours a day. So this is a sentence where I have she, he, it. The verb should have what? S. Sleeps 7 hours a day. So here we have the subject, verb with S. Here we have what? The object. And if we look at the second type of subject or pronoun, if I get them like I we, they, you, one of them. The verb comes in the basic form of the verb. What does basic form of the verb? Basic form of the verb means no s, no ed, no ing. Like, for example, go, play, visit, eat. So here we have the basic form of the verb. Okay?
اوكي، ناخذ هذا الاتصال ايضا استاذ فاطمه. معنا طارق على الخط. طارق السلام عليكم. حياك الله يا طارق.
الو.
تفضل يا طارق.
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام. Hi Tariq, how are you?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. What's your question here, Tariq?
My question is, if you can you give a good examples for students in like if they're gonna write a paragraph,
Okay.
which point they have to use it, and which step they have to use it to give for them the paragraph easy.
And here I'm now talking about the verbs. If you can follow me. The verbs used, for example, to write informative writing. And
Okay, but this is my question, because most important things, as as I see in a lot of exams while I was in secondary, I saw the people, they don't know the point and the steps which to follow to write a paragraph.
Yes, now we started actually from the beginning. So you are not a student, Tariq, in grade 12?
No, I'm not a student actually, but I want to give this advice for new students, because as I saw a lot of people when they are coming for interview or for that we want them to speak or give presentation for them, they don't know the way how to speak. So if you know how to write, you know how to speak.
Yes. But now today we are talking about writing more than speaking. And we actually said this at the beginning of the episode,
this is my question, and thank you very much.
That some students, they mix between writing and speaking. They are excellent in speaking, they cannot write in a very accurate way.
شكرا جزيلا لك يا طارق. نواصل إذن أستاذة فاطمة.
Okay. Now let's go to the verbs. If we have here the subject comes as, for example, they, or we have here doctors, which is plural, or the plural subject, or even if I have I, because I here, I put it with them. So here we have they, or even sometimes we have here what? Doctors. Then if we look at the verb here, the verb comes infinitive, like advise people to drink enough water. Okay, so they or the doctors advise people to drink enough water. So this is the way of writing the different, for example, sentences. When I want to generate how many sentences, as I have explained earlier in the previous paragraph. So what should we have here? If the verb should be in a present simple, and if subject he, she, it, add s to the verb. But if the subject is I, we, they, you, no s, no ed, no ing is attached to the verb, it means the basic form of the verb.
دقيقة لدينا أستاذ.
Okay, he's saying 1 minute. Now the linking words or the phrases or the conjunctions, I have already mentioned them before when we highlighted them here. We are talking about these, okay, and we did them here actually as well. Let's look at the conjunction, the linking words. If you want to have them as addition, okay, we are not going to go for them but quickly. For addition, like for example, in addition, then, also, besides, okay. for comparison, similarly, in the same way, likewise, okay, for contrast, however, because you are giving the opposite idea. However, nevertheless, on the other hand, and students, you like this a lot, you use however, and you use on the other hand as well a lot in your writing. When we go to the time, we have meanwhile, at last, finally, immediately, at the time. And when we are talking about result, we are going to talk about hence, therefore, accordingly, thus, as a result, so, then. When we talk about summary, as I said, when you write the conclusion, you can use in short, on the whole, okay? In other words, if you are going to give example, you are going to have, for example, for instance, for a place, there, hence, next to, and so on. And again, here we have linking words, the same. And these are suggested topics I want you to practice at home. My best job. What are the qualities of good team work or good team player? Eating habits in Oman in the past or eating habits in Oman in the present? How have eating habits in Oman changed in recent years? Also, we have here what? Media in Oman. So these all topics are from the book. I want you to practice them and to write at home informative essay. You can send your writing to your teacher if you are in contact with your teacher, or you can send them to me via my you. Okay? Thank you very much.
تحية تقدير وشكر لك الأستاذة فاطمة عبد الله البريكية، معلم لغة إنجليزية. شكرا جزيلا لك أستاذة الكريمة.